Joining us now is Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan. Mr. Jordan, welcome back, sir. I'm going to play some.
With you, Larry.
I got to play some tape on this announcement. You're going to love this one. Hang on a second.
Okay.
I am so proud to confirm that Vice President Harris has earned more than a majority of votes from all convention delegates and will be the nominee of the Democratic Party following the close of voting on Monday.
I just love this. What happened to the 14 million who voted for Biden in the primaries?
Yeah.
What happened to that pro-democracy? Yeah. Oh, and by the way, whatever happened to Biden?
Well, and I also think the bigger takeaway is, remember, in 3 years and 7 months, we went from a secure border to no border, and the Democrats just made the border czar their nominee. So, I mean, that's, you can do all the coronation, you can say all the wonderful things you want about Kamala Harris, but in the time that she's been in the Biden administration, we went from a secure border to no border, safe streets to record crime, $2 gas to $4 gas, and stable prices to record inflation. So that's the record. And I might all be warm and fuzzy and great now, but that doesn't change the facts.
Well, I would add to you, since you got your economist hat on, which I love, the numbers out today, the terrible jobs numbers, the market smackdown of the last two. You're on the front end of a recession, Jim Jordan. You're on the front end of a recession. It's not quite here yet, but the signs are proliferating.
And she wants to raise people's taxes.
Yeah.
If she wins the election, she wants to raise people's taxes. She wants to take away your health care and all the other left-wing ideologies and positions she has that are only going to exacerbate the already bad economy we have in the Biden-Harris administration.
But don't you think it's odd, this whole thing? I mean, for example, so the DNC has a vote. They don't have a convention. They have a vote today, or they're still voting, or something. I don't understand their system.
Some virtual,
Virtual. All right, call it virtual. Republicans actually had a convention, a damn good one, I might add.
Yeah.
You were there, of course.
I agree.
We were covering it. Democrats, I don't know, Chicago could be a big mess. I have no idea. Maybe they'll cancel the whole thing. They canceled Joe Biden. Nobody can figure that out. They canceled 14 million delegates who voted for him in the primary. Nobody can figure that out. I mean, Biden met the hostages coming home last night, which is wonderful for Americans and their families and so forth. But it was Kamala who did much of the talking for him.
Yeah, no, that was good that the hostages came home. That's we all should be celebrating that. But yeah, you're right. Who knows what's going to happen at this convention? And I like the term you use. Remember, the Democrats are the cancel culture party, and as you said, they just canceled Joe Biden and said, nope, we don't care that you won the primary, you had 14 million people vote for you. Sorry, we don't think you can win, so we're going with someone who we think has a chance. I don't think she's going to, based on the policy, based on the facts we have seen in the 3 years and 7 months that this administration's been in power, but they seem to think they have a better chance, and that's why you got this coronation where they made Kamala their nominee.
Well, hang on, hold on, hang on to your belts, okay? Today, sometime around the middle of the day, I think, Kamala's people put out a press release blaming today's lousy jobs numbers on Donald Trump. Trump is to blame for the unemployment rate. Trump was to blame, you recall, for the 9% inflation rate. Trump was to blame, you may recall, for the crashing economy, which was growing at 6.5%. Trump was to blame for the fracking problems. Trump was to blame for the border problems. Show me where this is, she needs to go into intense therapy. That's what I think.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. No one's going to buy it. President Trump hasn't been in office for 3.5 years, but when he was, and when you served in that administration, we had real wages go up when we lowered the taxes on the American people, and frankly on American business. Lowering that corporate rate was huge as well, which then helps families. And every demographic in the population, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, every demographic, real wages went up, contrary to where they're at now, where the buying power, and if you take your family out to dinner, take your family out to dinner on a Friday night and see with inflation, what it costs just to go out to dinner with your family. It's ridiculous. So they can say all they want, but no one buys that.
Mr. Jim Jordan, the best of the best. Thank you, sir. Have a fabulous weekend. I'll see you soon.